independent, so thank you.
Mr. Searle for sure. I mean, he's family now. He's been family since I got there. He's my director, my teacher, my friend, my family.
Miss Mackenzie, she's the language teacher at PHS. She teaches Chinese and Japanese. She was really there for me when I was struggling through my college classes. I'm in Running Start, and she, even outside the classroom, helped me out, and I really appreciate that.
Mr. Wetzel is probably the most supportive teacher you could ever have. He would always bring teachers from other schools, from colleges, to come and talk to us about advancing our goals and trying new things. So Mr. Wetzel would be #1 on that.
The teacher that most influenced me is Dr. B, because she helped me so much in sports medicine and all those things in the field.
I would have to say Mr. Gunter, my choir teacher, is very supportive of me, especially since I wanted to do music. He's really encouraged me and helped me grow as a musician.
Miss Reigel definitely helped me the most with just encouraging me that I can actually get my portfolio done and just pass all my classes.
Mr. Smith, he lets you do, I think, a lot of things a normal administrative wouldn't. He trusts us. Making the MLK video, he gave me total free control of what I was doing, and that was just really comforting to feel oh, he trusts me, he trusts the videos I make. So
the one that stood out the most was Mr. Rose. He really gave me a lot of advice, talking a lot after class and all that.
Mr. Mack has been, because he got us started in engineering and got us on the pathway, and he kept us going.
I'd like to thank Mrs. Peart for always helping me with my portfolio and always being there for me and being the best mentor ever, and I love her.
I'd have to say Miss Hickman, because she was the best English teacher I ever had.
I'd have to say Mrs. Rue, because she's like Mama Rue. She just takes care of us all, she's always there for us, whether it be personal stuff or actual schoolwork and stuff. So I mean, that really helped me out.
I would definitely have to say Miss Boyer. She has just always listened to everything that I've had to say and has always added upon it and really helped me think about life the way that I do now, and that has been probably the most invaluable lessons that I've learned ever.
the teacher that's been most influential to me, even though she's no longer a teacher there, was Chef Carrie Selby. Her and I spent a lot of time together, and she taught me not only about cooking and academic things, but she taught me about life, and I think that that is so helpful, and I wish that she could be here today.
I'd like to thank Mrs. Sherry for being such an amazing teacher, and I don't think I'd be where I am today without her.
Ms. Moore was a pretty staunch advocate for what we did, especially with leadership. She always was giving us positive reinforcement. Just even when we did mess up, positive criticism to help make it better the next time. So she was very supportive of what we did.
Well, to me, Mr. Tarrant has really helped me with my English class and really taught me to look into myself and think what I want to do for myself in the future. That's really something that's gotten to me.
For me, it's Miss Gearhart. She's been close to my family, and for the last 3 years, she's helped me through a lot.
Mine's Miss Ainsley. She's always been supportive, and she pushed me and nagged me to do what I needed to do.
Mr. Weiss.
Mr. Reese, your favorite teacher. What do you like about him?
Because he's a baseball player.
Mrs. Devaney, she pushed me and helped me through all my classes.
Miss Waters, the best creative writing teacher.
Miss Kerpain, because she's just the sweetest teacher at the school.
Mr. Ryan, because he's a very good teacher. He's very smart at what he does, and he has a way of demanding respect from his students, and in turn he respects all of the students that he has, and so it's just kind of this reciprocating respect and kind of gratitude for each other's accomplishments and work, and it allows us to accomplish some really cool things, whether it's winning Battle of the Bands or placing third at the Vancouver Jazz Festival or whatever. We're always just able to do amazing things because of the hard work that he puts in and the way he inspires.
Tenovich, he's quite a hard guy to deal with. He's got a lot of love for the students. He wants to push you and drive you to do the best that you can do.
To say my favorite was, okay, all the teachers gonna get mad at me for picking favorites, but I really like Mr. Lord because he taught me a lot. I love art, and he's probably taught me the most I've ever learned, and loved his drawing class.
gonna say Miss Burnett because I came in here with 1.5 credits my junior year and I didn't have anything besides Odyssey and her, and she got me through every little step of the way, and she's really helpful with everything that I needed.
Matthew Bruce White. He was my coach and my teacher, and like I've never learned so much from anybody, like inside of school and outside of it. Like I learned so many lessons from him, and like I sincerely thank him. Like you're the greatest man, and thank you. Seriously.
Mrs. Coleman was my junior and senior year drawing teacher, so she's always been very supportive of me and my art.
Mrs. Black has been really nice, and Miss Harris, because I'm going into that pathway, so they've been really supportive. Burnett, she's the best.
And Mrs. Packard, she's really nice and she always helps me.
Going to state the track just because that was really fun and got with my best friends and we got to represent Boston High School at state.
We had a running joke about carbon fiber.
My favorite memory at PHS was being a Viking lady because I really enjoyed helping out in the school and being the face of all the senior class.
In high school, I really liked going to Jive Night. I have lots of great memories of playing games with my buddies.
My favorite memory in high school was Winter Wishes. It was an amazing experience that I got to enjoy being in leadership, and it was just fun seeing people have joy.
My favorite memory is probably just cheer season this last year because it was just so great to actually get to lead the squad, and we had a new coach and it was just really fun, and all the girls were really great. So it's probably my favorite memory of the year.
My favorite memory from high school was definitely singing with the Norselanders during state. That was definitely the best.
My favorite memory would probably be the Disneyland band trip last year when I was a junior. The whole band took a trip down to California and we stayed at Disneyland for 4 days, and that was pretty fun.
Few of them, but one of them was probably going to Harvard and getting a debate there. But in terms of like at high school, it was probably the entrances in physics.
My favorite memory about PHS was the Winter Wishes assembly this year, because seeing the look on everybody's face when they get a gift is just priceless and something that I can't ever forget.
For me, probably like playing tennis and just winning player of the year and just getting that whole experience throughout high school, like building my tennis skills and just, I don't know, tennis.
Definitely getting to run with the cross-country and track team were really fun.
Right now. I love how at the end of the year, my favorite part is that everybody comes together and everybody's friendly to each other.
The community and how like everybody's out there for each other.
There's a lot of really great teachers.
My favorite part about PHS, I think, is definitely the sense of community that we get here. I think it's definitely closer than what we get at most other schools, and I really love that about PHS.
He's so supportive of whatever you do, and they're always striving to get you the best that you can do.
The band program, because I was a total band geek, so definitely the band program and football games and pet games and stuff.
I would definitely have to say the community. I mean, you know, not everybody's nice here, but at least everybody is, you know, we all know each other. We're all pretty much friends. It's really good community.
Also, the community, it's like the school's connected, it's very connected with the community of the town as well. It's a really nice thing.
On the whole, everyone's nice to each other.
Man, I love the colors, I love the people.